Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your WWE Smackdown live reactions. John, we did not plan on doing this, but all these announcements that have been coming out about matches that are getting added and segments that are getting added to this show, we really just feel like since in the month of March, if we don't reach a certain Patreon number, we're not going to be doing any live reactions in March. We wanted to get a SmackDown live reaction out of the way before that starts.
Absolutely, brother. I mean, I've been hearing about matches being added. I've been hearing about indecision as it regards the main event. So this is certainly a SmackDown packed with intrigue, as we've got AJ Styles now talking to Shane McMahon, and this could be a potential teaser right here.
Hell yeah.
There is no conclusive decision. And you're going to face Luke Harper. Going to main event WrestleMania. So that match is still happening. Going to be a great match. Oh, God. You set AJ up, man. That's not cool. You set him up.
Yeah, that's awful. Why would you ever do that to...
I think they want a motivated Luke Harper, man. This is going to be a great fucking match.
And there he is. Oh, God.
Luke Harper just looking at AJ. Now he's looking at Shane and Bryan. Oh, boy.
I love Luke Harper, man. His facial expressions are wonderful.
He's so good. So good.
Ooh, he said thank you.
I think this match is going to blow Cesaro and Joe out of the water, and that was the best card Raw had as far as matches go.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was going to say, yeah, that's because it's actually going to get time, and I highly doubt one of them is going to be playing up an injury the entire time.
I just can't wait for Luke Harper to, put on a show with AJ Styles, who, again, I know you've said it, I've said it, he's a guy who's in the running for best wrestler in the world right now. And I know this is an opportunity that Luke Harper has wanted. He might be punching his ticket to WrestleMania tonight. We might get swerved, and AJ might still punch his ticket. Hell, I've heard somebody say Randy Orton could come in, RKO both of them, and we get a fatal four-way at Mania. And a fatal four-way with those four guys, I wouldn't mind that either. But I still think it's just going to be Harper, but we'll see. And we're going to open things up with The Miz.
Miz TV. Did you hear who's going to be on Miz TV?
John Cena. Furthering
yeah,
that angle,
exactly.
Baby.
This segment is one of the reasons I wanted to do live reactions tonight, guys. So, Miz and Miz TV is happening. Finally, we've got some people filing into chat, making sure that people are starting to become aware that we are live reacting to SmackDown tonight. This was completely impromptu. This was literally decided less than an hour before SmackDown started. We decided that because of how stacked this show looks that we were going to live react to it. And, hey, SmackDown has been consistently great for months now, and it wouldn't surprise me if that trend continues.
Oh, absolutely. I think they've gotten their writing down to a science. They know how to maximize their pieces. And live reacting to this show, because what is this now? The second or third time we've done it really has been just a delight. It's
third time, wonderful. I think, yeah, because the first time we did live reactions to an episode of SmackDown Live, it was the whatever thing finals. I don't remember what it was called.
Oh, the wild card finals, yeah.
Wild card finals, yeah. And then the second one was the post Rumble SmackDown Live, and now we're doing it again because SmackDown Live just keeps on putting out stacked cards. So,
again, guys,
give them credit while they're due.
And again, guys, if that Patreon community goal could be achieved, this could be a regular thing, and I would certainly love for that, as Miz now going to start addressing the crowd.
Absolutely. We've got 10 people in here right now. If each one of you donates $4 to the Patreon, that gets us up to over 80, and if we hit that mark, we'll be live reacting to every episode of SmackDown in March. And those are the 4 final episodes of SmackDown leading up to WrestleMania. So it's kind of a big deal.
Absolutely. Definitely one hell of a community goal to reach. And John Cena now going to come out. And I mean,
John Cena.
I can't believe. You got to wonder if Nikki Bella's going to interrupt, if this is just all going to go to shit. I'm really curious how they're going to play this. I love how that's just like, we're doing it, whatever city's name it is. Yeah.
John Cena sucks.
Never give up. I mean, sure, I may have lost my chance to main event WrestleMania, but at least I get to work with my girlfriend.
Oh, please, implying the last image of WrestleMania 33 isn't going to be Cena proposing to Nikki.
I know, right? That's the real main event right there.
Hell yeah.
Fuck Oldberg.
I mean, let's be real. Does anybody think that there's a chance that that could be the actual semi-main event? Because I think there's a shot.
Oh, semi-main? Absolutely. No doubt about it.
And hey, if it is the semi-main and that's how it closes, I'm perfectly fine with that being the last image of WrestleMania because I ain't watching Brock Goldberg again.
Yeah, fuck that match. Oh, now John's got a mic. Here we go.
John's got a microphone, Michael.
Ha-ha, Michael.
I've been unintentionally using a lot of alliteration today, so don't be surprised if that trend continues.
Hey, brother. Remember, I was only a little while ago. I had my own alliteration phase. Just run with it, man.
Oh, Miz just said cut his mic.
Oh, shit. You don't get to talk until I say you talk.
Oh, wow.
10 years.
Oh,
10 years of frustration.
Is this going to be not the Miz, but the misogynist? Because he's got a tendency of being a total misogynist sometimes.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's what we're going to see here.
Is he going to be like, why didn't you have Nikki Bella on a leash last week?
Oh, wait, no, he's going straight shoot, it seems like, brother. He's talking about his political sway and shit.
Jesus. It's not because you're good?
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. I'm turning my volume up a little bit.
Me too. Oh, talks to the right people. Wow.
So is this pretty much just going to be like a rebuff of Cena Rock?
Perhaps. I mean, Cena has now really become the
flipped. Yeah.
Right. Well, you know Miz is a good heel if he can get a Cena chant started.
Yeah. And it's not even a dueling chant either. It's not let's go Cena, Cena sucks. It's just Cena, Cena, Cena.
Yeah, rudely interrupted. I love how his anger face is just perpetual constipation. Like, I can't pass this stool and it hurts. The pain never stops.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, blaming John Cena.
Wasn't that Mania 29?
I thought that was 27.
It might have. Yeah, I think you're probably right. 29 was later. 29 was Rock Cena.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. Wow. What?
Sell it, baby. Sell us that jealousy.
Oh, God. Oh, he's going to make this really personal, and it's about to get really uncomfortable.
Oh.
You know, he's not wrong on that, but this isn't the first time people are getting called onto that.
That's true.
Yep. 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 Oh my God, the Miz is straight shooting from the hip.
He is, man.
That's right, baby.
Ha! I'm loving this. He's killing it right now.
He did the thing.
God, Miz is so... Now he's ready for a main event run to me. I've been loving this Miz. Really loving this Miz. You saw that? So, Miz got them to go from John Cena to You Sold Out. Holy shit.
I never thought I'd see the day that I'd hear You Sold Out chants for John Cena.
God damn. What? You're a parody of your former self.
Wow! Oh my God!
You're barely decent, Cena. Whoa!
Oh my God! The Miz, what are you doing?
Career suicide.
No, I mean, obviously this all got okayed in the back, but still, wow. SmackDown knows that it's the road to WrestleMania. They get it.
They've already made me more excited for this tag match than most of the speculated card, just for this promo.
And dude, just like that, we've got a dueling chant. We were literally just bragging about how the Miz got the crowd to turn against him and cheer for Cena, and in less than 2 minutes, he's gotten the crowd to turn on Cena.
Yeah. Oh. Miz reading him the riot act.
Oh boy. Here we go.
I'm the one doing every single thing it is to make Smackdown Live the show must see.
Cena's face right now, he's so ready to just unload on the Miz.
He is.
He seriously thinks the freaking Ric Flair is the GOAT? Really?
I think he's just saying that in the context of, again, the history manipulated.
Okay, I get it. He's just using that as fuel for his argument because of the 16-time title thing.
WWE champion at WrestleMania in a battle royal. Do you wonder why I came back and threw you out? Because I wanted you.
Oh, wow.
10 years? Jesus.
I wanted you to see the dream of going to WrestleMania. I wanted to get away. Not do it again 100 times. That's still be 1,000 times less.
That was one hell of a closer.
Hot damn. Guys, can I just point out, The Miz botched like 4 lines in that promo, but the delivery was so good, it was still amazing.
I didn't even notice the bodges. That's how good it was.
Yeah. What did Cena just say?
I didn't catch it. Oh, God, here we go.
That is the exclusive Miz TV. When you gotta get 80 years off your chest, you finally get it. So toe-to-toe with John Cena, and you say the same damn thing. Everybody's been saying it for over a decade.
Yep, that's Cena's easiest argument.
I get
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Okay, here we go. Let's hear what you got to say, John.
Oh.
With the Miz.
With the Undertaker, wow.
You know, he's not even wrong there because he really has wanted to face Taker at Mania for a long time.
Yeah, and he's just like, am I right? Am I right?
But no, Roman gets it.
Fuck Roman Reigns.
Right? I love that even on SmackDown, Cena manages to make Roman look like a heel. Oh, boy. And there's the split crowd.
But I'm getting a reaction, or at least it's what commentary would say. Nobody gets a reaction like John Cena.
Oh, wait, John. Less than 2 years, and that's going to be the same thing they say about Roman.
Yep. Who the hell are you, he says. Not a bad exchange, but I wonder
No,
if
you know what, though? I got to give round one to The Miz still.
Yeah, definitely.
Still giving round one to The Miz. Oh, boy. Oh, that lasted like 2 months. Stop it. That's just for him to make fun of him with. That's true. AJ has been kind of using the same stuff on Cena.
Ha, Tropic Thunder reference.
Yes. I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude. Oh, let's name drop everybody that people love. Oh, yeah, yeah. So... that last line was weak. Still giving round one to The Miz.
Yeah, Miz had another great promo. He's gotten so good on the mic to me last couple of months.
Oh, God. This is so cliche, Cena. Try harder.
He's like, Miz isn't worth my effort.
Dude, I love, though, that, like, he's accusing The Miz of being a cliche when he's being more cliche than The Miz was in the first place.
Get me to move, man. I'll tell you what. I'm going to end it with a piece of advice. Next time we talk, don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Because you're not the Undertaker, but if you press me again, you're dead man.
Okay, that was a cool line, but still giving round one to The Miz. Oh, here we go. Here we go, baby.
Now, when's Nikki Bella coming out? That's my question.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Yes. After the slap.
Oh, yeah. Slap him, Maurice. Slap him with a lead pipe.
Oh, no, it's... Slap it right with a lead pipe. She's gonna slap him.
Wow. We're going there.
Oh, my God.
We're going there.
That is hilarious.
There's the slap. There it is. Cue Nikki Bella.
Yep. Is her music gonna play first?
Oh, the music always has to play. You know how baby faces work.
Of course, but still, it would be hilarious. What are you gonna do, John? There it is! There it is! There it is! There it is! It seriously took the music playing. Dude, we read that segment like a freaking book.
You know what? I'm not going out there until my music plays.
Oh, we're going to get a bitch dropped here. We're going to get the B-bomb. Called it! Called it! Called it! Yes! 3 for 3. The slap, the music hitting, and the bitch bomb.
Jerry! Jerry! Jerry!
That was great. That was a freaking awesome segment.
We're acknowledging our couple in the WWE Universe, guys.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man. You know what, though? On the whole, I enjoyed that segment. I'm not going to lie. I enjoyed every minute of that.
Yeah. I really hope that's the main event, by the way. Styles Harper deserves to get 20 minutes.
Damn right it does. We're getting 2 out of 3 falls with Becky and Mickie James. God, I love
Next,
SmackDown
yeah.
Initiative.
And we're getting Apollo Crews versus Dolph Ziggler in a chairs match later, too.
I honestly, yeah, whoever wins that, I just hope it progresses something. We'll see. Maybe Ziggler will win that because he's been using the steel chairs this whole time, so he kind of has an edge, but...
Bray Wyatt's invocation is later. All right, guys. Well, now we're at our first commercial, and we want to let everyone know that we are doing this live reaction for the sake of getting it out of our systems because SmackDown has been so good lately, and we will not be live reacting to any March SmackDown shows unless our Patreon hits the $80 goal.
Yeah, guys, the $80 goal, it's still up for grabs. You know, March SmackDowns, all the SmackDowns leading up to WrestleMania, I have a feeling they're going to be of stellar quality. And again, you know, much shorter than Raw by a whole hour. I love live reacting to them. It's almost 8:30 already, guys, just to put it in perspective.
Right. And to be fair, guys, it's not like we're trying to hold this hostage or anything because we're still going to live react to the post-WrestleMania Raw and SmackDown. It's not like we're taking away SmackDown live reactions completely. But we've been saying for a while now that we want to get up to this $80 community goal to do live reactions to every single episode of SmackDown in March. Now, the main reason that we're doing this is because even though we will be live reacting to one episode of SmackDown in April, which will be the post-Mania SmackDown, that's still one of 4. There are 4 episodes of SmackDown every month. And if we get up to the $80 Patreon goal, we'll live react to all of them rather than just one of them.
Right.
The Patreon link is in the description. So if you want to just check out the description, it's the first line in the description. You can just click on it and there should be just a donate button right there on the Patreon. We're like $31 away. It's really not that huge of a deal, but we really want to make sure that we get to it because today is the last day that donations will count towards the month.
Right, so get them in if you can, guys. It'd be so cool to live react to every SmackDown on the road to WrestleMania because, again, I think they're really going to pack a punch. I mean, already, again, we're getting Luke Harper versus AJ Styles. SmackDown is keeping the intrigue of the WWE Championship picture. And, again, we've got something known as Bray Wyatt's Invocation. I don't know what the hell that's going to be. I'm sure it'll involve Randy Orton or something. So, I mean, again, SmackDown puts its foot on the gas, and I have to commend them for that, whether a segment's a hit or a miss. I mean, you can tell they are really committed to the fact that they are building towards WrestleMania. I mean, I thought that first segment was enjoyable as fuck. Even the stuff that you could have said was like bad, but comically bad, like some parts of Cena's promo. And then just Nikki getting that, split second of mic time. That's all she needed. Because, man, that was something. But, yeah, guys, still time to achieve the community goal. What you can do, we greatly appreciate it. If you're not in a position to, obviously, that's not a problem either. But I think it'd be really cool to live react to these SmackDowns pretty consistently. So, and I agree with Bullet Club versus The Shield. Bullet 26 minutes in, and SmackDown is better than Raw. Absolutely. I'm already more high energy from this one segment than Raw got me with its first segment. So, I mean,
the first 26 minutes of SmackDown were better than the best 26 minutes of Raw put together.
Exactly.
Exactly. If you do a minute-by-minute breakdown of Monday Night Raw last night, and you pick out your favorite minutes and arrange them from the best minute of Raw to the worst minute of Raw, and then you take the top 26 minutes in that list and put them all together in chronological order and play them on a video, that would still be less enjoyable than the first 20 minutes of this SmackDown.
Absolutely, yeah. We're getting a Black History Month package here, a quote from Oprah Winfrey, and then I'm sure we'll get to our 2 out of 3 falls match.
And we actually do have, I mean, Draven G in chat said, come on, AJ, get yourself out of that match with Shane. It is possible, technically.
Yeah, I mean, again,
like John said earlier, there was still actually rumbles that the SmackDown writers weren't even sure who they wanted to win the Harper Styles match as recently as today.
Yeah, so there was still indecision, which I gotta say, if I'm being fair, because I come down on Raw for all the rewrites and the indecision, it does make me a bit weary for tonight's main event. But I'm just thinking,
the thing is, John, knowing SmackDown, they probably have a plan laid out either way, and they're just trying to decide which sort of path they would rather go down.
Right. I mean, if you're an AJ
Styles, they probably have a plan like, oh, if AJ Styles wins, then he's going to do that, and then Harper's going to do this, and that's how we're going to separate that. But then if Harper wins, he goes after Wyatt, and we get the triple threat, and then AJ is going to do this and all that kind of stuff. They're just deciding which trigger to pull. Like, it's not like they have 2 empty guns and they're trying to decide how to put a trigger into put a bullet into a gun so they can pull the trigger. They've got 2 loaded guns ready to pull the trigger on either one of them, but they can only pick one.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And I mean, even for me, it's a conflict. Like, look, I am hyped as fuck about the prospect of Luke Harper fighting for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. I think the guy's been working his ass off. He's been putting in the time. And on the other hand, I deeply sympathize with every AJ Styles mark that says he's so good. Why is he facing Shane McMahon? I mean, personally, I'd love a fatal 4-way for the WWE Championship. I don't think it's going to happen. I do think Luke's going to come out on top, but stranger things have happened on the road to WrestleMania as we begin our 2 out of 3 falls match here. And
yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing, too, with this 2 out of 3 falls match. Commentary was just pointing out each of these women has 1 pinfall victory over the other.
Exactly. I believe Becky Lynch got hers at Elimination Chamber. Mickie James, I believe, got hers 2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks ago.
Because last week. Yeah. And actually, you know what? I said pinfall. I think it's just wins because I think Becky's was by submission.
No, Becky won by pin. You were right. Because she stacked Mickie up. Yeah, she didn't tap out Mickie James.
Oh, wow. I didn't remember that. Okay.
And now Mickie.
But hey, we're gonna get 3 falls tonight, most likely, assuming they go by the kind of paint by numbers style of match.
I could see that, or honestly, dude, given how SmackDown's kind of booked Becky in relation to Mickie, I could even see Becky going 2 straight falls so long as Mickie doesn't cheat.
Yeah, well, and Mickey's probably going to cheat. She's probably going to cheat to get a 1-0 advantage and then lose 2 in a row.
And now Becky trying to scout out. There's a baseball slide there. Bit tentative, wanted to read the room, and she got it there. I wonder, is Alex Foster in chat right now? Is he supporting his?
I think he is. I saw him earlier.
Yeah, I see him. Yeah, so he's here supporting his ex-wife, because they're keeping it civil and everything. And
oh my God! So guys, this is what happens when you have 26 minutes of uninterrupted content on an episode of SmackDown. You get a 3 or 4 minute commercial, and then 1 or 2 minutes of content, and then another commercial.
Yeah.
You know what, though? They're on the outside of the ring. It's not Falls Count Anywhere. I'm relatively okay with this, just as long as it doesn't break up the continuity and the flow of the match when it really gets heated up.
Exactly, because, that was only preliminary offense. I can excuse it, but going to be interesting because you have to figure whether Becky wins this or Mickie wins this, regardless of the actual outcome in terms of a winner. Naomi's condition is up in the air as it relates to whether or not she'll make Mania. We're going to need a women's championship storyline. That's why I'm kind of thinking Becky wins here. Hell, maybe we just get like a multi-woman match like Alexa Bliss versus Natalya versus Becky. Maybe throw Mickie James in there possibly. I don't know. I hope Naomi's able to make it, but I really couldn't even tell you with any kind of confidence whether she will or not. So I think this match will go a long way in determining, women's championship plans. And that's really why I think Becky's going to win this thing.
Yeah. And while we are at commercial, I wanted to say thank you to Tech Guru in chat, a.k.a. John Madigan. We just saw on Patreon, he just increased his pledge from $4 to $10. So he's really trying, guys. He's trying to get us up there for the live reactions to SmackDown. Our current status, we're at $55. That means we're only 25 short. Really, $25 on Patreon. It's not that much, guys. We're getting there. It's not far. I mean, we just got $6 in less than a half hour. So if we continue at that rate and maybe add a little extra on there, we might be able to hit the $80 mark before midnight tonight and be able to live react to every episode of SmackDown Live in March. We want to do this, but we can't set a goal, not reach, and then do it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that just sends a bad message, I know if any community can do it, it's this one. So, guys, please, if you can, give what you can. Help us reach that community goal of $80 so we can live react to every SmackDown in March on the road to WrestleMania, because these SmackDowns are going to be amazing. And if not, they're certainly going to give us something to talk about, because, again, I just feel like SmackDown's writing in comparison to Raw, it's no contest. And reacting to this show and getting to interact with the TwitWow live chat, because that's one of my favorite parts about live reacting to pay-per-views. So being able to do it on SmackDown Lives, yeah, it's a fucking great time waiting to happen. And with your guys' help, we can make it happen. Oh, yeah. So do what you can, guys.
Yeah, man. And I think I saw something about, Patreon reviews are still a thing. If you guys, it's not like you're just donating necessarily to get, the live reactions to SmackDown. If you donate a certain amount, depending on the pricing kind of context, you could easily donate, like, for example, $21 gets you a review of a 3-hour wrestling show of your choosing. $20 gets you a live reaction to a 2-hour wrestling show of your choosing. There were a couple of Ring of Honor New Japan shows that happened over the last week or two, and I think they were 3-hour shows. So, if you want to just get us over the hump in one fell swoop, you can donate $30 and make us live react to one of those shows. So, and that money does count towards the $80 community goal.
Exactly. So if you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't care about the community, what about me? You can service both interests with your donation. That's the quality kind of reward system we got on Patreon. So please, again, give what you can, because you could get a quality review or live reaction out of it of your choosing. But back to the action here. Becky Lynch is really struggling against Mickie James. Nice kick to the back there by Mickie. I wonder if she's going to employ us.
Yeah, I was even about to say, we're back and we're doing it.
Absolutely, and you got to wonder if Becky's going to employ a similar stratagem that she had going, or I should say Mickie had going at Elimination Chamber, working over the arm of Becky, and right now that doesn't seem to be the case. I think she just cares more about grounding Becky, making sure she can't really gain a vertical base. Now you got the headlock here, almost kind of like a half Nelson going on, it looks like from my angle.
And yeah, we've actually been talking about some random news today. I mean, Dutch Mantel was named head of creative for TNA. Asuka has been working main roster house shows, and she's going to be on the SmackDown house show circuit for the next month. So some interesting news coming out today for sure.
Oh, absolutely. The Dutch Mantel news was definitely surprising to me. And now Mickie James.
I mean, now that they've finally gotten Dixie Carter out of everything, finally, and now with some, I mean, decent old school wrestling minds at the helm as far as the booking goes, yeah, I mean, you guys might be seeing TNA on the Twitwow channel eventually. I mean, before it was a never, but now I'm at like 5% maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I told Ashton, like, it's going to be a long rehab for me as far as my viewership of TNA, but a change in leadership is always a good step.
Oh, what a flatliner.
Indeed, what a flatliner by Mickie James. Becky ain't nothing but turnbuckle, and now Mickie might be thinking the chick kick, or the Mick kick. No, kick to the midsection. Oh, could be that DDT that she does.
Yeah.
And
what does she call that?
No, I don't know what she calls it, but she got it. I think that could be the first fall right there.
Are you kidding me? She's going to get the first pin clean?
And she did. Wow.
Wow.
You finally gave Mickie James something.
Unless they are just going to straight up do what Raw's doing, but just do it with better performers and have Mickie, Becky, Naomi, and Alexa all in that match.
Yeah, that could be. And I will give SmackDown credit for this, too. We got the first fall. We already know who won that. You know, in Mickie James, you go to commercial. That's
actually a really well-timed commercial, yeah. And, dude, it's so much harder to do when you're live, too, so I'm actually really impressed by the timing of that.
Absolutely. And let's see what we got. Oh, we got Paul William Gregory saying, I have a few ideas on what I'd like Twitwow to review. Again, you know, that's what the Patreon's for. I mean, you can let your imagination run wild.
Yeah, and, man, absolutely. I mean, we still, like, we last year we watched a bunch of PWG shows but didn't live react to any because our PWG reviews don't get any views. But if you guys decided that you really wanted to watch or hear us live react to a PWG show because, you know, it's awesome wrestling and we enjoy it and stuff that we enjoy and live react to, you guys tend to enjoy, then yeah, I mean, it's only, I think those are usually only like 2.5 hours. So those are usually shorter shows too. So it would be a little bit less expensive then too.
Yeah, I mean, I love PWG. I was even thinking today about, like, my favorite promotions.
I might even consider, like, a 20% discount for PWG just because of how good the shows always are.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because, like, PWG we watch, I would say that's more in the semi-regular category, but I love when we watch them. And as far as, like, regular promotions, I mean, obviously my favorite is Lucha Underground, but you know what? I was really thinking about it today, and I think New Japan's actually my second favorite. I've been loving what New Japan's been doing the last little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely. And that's the thing too, is like, I feel like a lot of times when YouTube channels start a Patreon, they stop growing for things that people don't pay for. So like, for example, if we wanted to, we could have done like hey, if you guys want us to cover New Japan more, you're going to have to pay for it. You're going to have to give us a certain amount of money. But because that's just straight up something that we really wanted to do at the time, we just did it. And we're just doing it and we're just going through with it. And that's just a matter of channel growth. But with SmackDown Live, we already review the shows, and taking the time to live react and kind of be on for the full 2 hours that SmackDown is on is more extra work, I think, than like a New Japan show where it's just pure enjoyment the whole time. So really, it's more a matter of kind of picking and choosing. And I think with New Japan, that's just straight up a promotion that we trust to be great consistently. Whereas even with SmackDown Live, even though it's been great for a few months, it has to really earn our trust. And hey, you never know. By this time next year, maybe we'll remove that community goal and say, you know what, guys, we're just going to do live reactions to SmackDown Live every month because of how good the show is. Yeah,
you never know. If SmackDown would keep this quality up, I could very easily conceive of that happening. But you know what? For now, we already do reviews, to my cohort and commentary's point. But, you know, if that community goal gets reached, you know, it'd be a very interesting road to WrestleMania for all of us.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing is, too, like, Lucha Underground was that way, too, where we reviewed Lucha Underground for the longest time, and then because the show was so consistently good, and there were multiple shows where we didn't live react that we wish we would have live reacted, And then we ended up realizing, like, dude, we have to live react to every episode of this so we don't miss anything awesome. And that worked out amazingly because Lucha Underground just continues to just soar as just amazingness. And SmackDown is on that route right now.
Absolutely. As we're back, and again, Mickie James did win the first fall, and she is feeling supremely confident. And you've got to, you win the first fall in a 2 out of 3 falls match. I think that's a psychological advantage over your opponent, because your opponent's thinking, oh, man, I'm in the hole.
You would think so, but I feel like it's pretty consistent where the first person to get a fall in a 2 out of 3 falls match probably loses most of the 2 out of 3 falls matches.
I mean, that's true. History isn't on their side, but I'm saying in the moment you've got to be feeling, yes, I'm up 1. Now they've got to fight back.
Dude, don't get me wrong. From a psychological standpoint, absolutely, but from an analytical standpoint, maybe not so much.
Well, I mean, Mickie can't rest on her laurels, She just can't think, oh, I've got 1 fall, I've got this
I wonder what percent of historical 2 out of 3 falls matches end in 2 falls.
I feel like we've seen maybe 1 or 2, but I feel like it's very rare.
Yeah.
I feel like the standard really is going to 3 falls.
I want to say we've seen 2.
Yeah, because I know Sami Zayn versus Leo Kruger. Didn't that end in 2 falls?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. And I feel like there was one other that I remember, but I don't know who was a part of it. Now, Mickie James.
So one that we can think of.
Oh, roll up here by Becky. 2. And that's going to do it. All right.
It is.
Down to a 3rd fall.
Same. You know what, though? Again, I'm not a big fan of the fact that Mickie won clean with her finisher, clean pin, and then Becky gets the quick roll-up?
Yeah, it seems kind of reverse a little bit. I feel like the heel should have gotten the roll-up, and the babyface should have gotten,
really, I guess it makes sense from, let's build to the 3rd fall kind of perspective, because then you're like, Mickie gets up angry and she gets to heal it up a little bit, whereas Becky got a fall, but at the same time, she's still the underdog at this point.
Right. Oh, well, here comes Alexa Bliss.
What?
Hey, you don't know her life.
I guess it makes sense. So is Naomi going to show up? Because, she's not cleared to wrestle, but who's to say she's not cleared to, slap a hoe?
Oh, missed the mid kick. And pump handle back spike. Oh, she did get it. And there's the 3 count, but Alexa Bliss telling the referee that he's rude.
Well, that's not a finisher either. I don't even care because, you know what? No, that's not a finisher. That's a BS false finish.
Oh, and now, Mickie collided with Alexa, and this is going to be our 3rd count. No! Kick out. Oh, grab the arm. Disarm her.
Yep.
And
that's going to be the last fall. Yep, there it is.
And now Alexa could just be like, Mickie, rude. I came out to help you.
So now Becky is pretty clearly the #1 contender with Naomi out.
Yeah, I'd have to think.
But Mickie has beef with Alexa. Mickie has a pinfall victory over Becky. I think we're getting 2 women's championship fatal 4-ways at WrestleMania, 1 for Raw, 1 for SmackDown.
But who will the 4th woman be if Naomi can't make it in time? Maybe they'll just make it a triple threat.
I think they'll say it's a triple threat, but then the week leading up, they'll add Naomi last minute.
I hope she gets cleared, because I'll tell you, if Naomi would get cleared, she'd be my pick to win it. I just think she'd pin Alexa again in her hometown and be a 2-time women's champion. So,
well, yeah, because didn't I want to say Naomi got a really similar injury to Seth?
Right. It was a knee-based injury from what I remember.
It had a 7 or 8 week recovery time, and that was time so that it was 10 weeks out from Mania, I think. Or maybe it was 8 weeks out from Mania, but it'd be cutting it right up against the line.
Right.
Even still, though, a triple threat would be decent. I just still hold out hope that Naomi can be in it.
Ooh, Luke Harper.
Harper's awesome.
Oh. He has new eyes.
What?
You can see what true evil is.
Bray Wyatt, I'm not afraid of you. When I win tonight, and if I chance to face you at WrestleMania,
Dude, you know what I fear, honestly, given the indecision I read about for SmackDown? Oh, wait a minute. Thought we were going to go to commercial. I apologize.
Bray, wow.
Well, Luke just said you're going to be very afraid of me. Oh. It'll be me and my brother. My blood. Randy Orton.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh, Bray.
I love it.
I love the spikes on his hood.
Yes.
It's just so cool.
Slowly becoming that young Undertaker everybody said he was going to be, man. Got the spikes on the hood, got the whole badass thing going. But yeah, the one thing that does concern me, and I don't even know if necessarily I'd be opposed to it, because again, writing is important, and I think they could write something that would get me to nibble, to just grab on it. What if Eric Rowan interferes and costs Harper the match, and we get Harper versus Rowan at Mania for that, like, Wyatt family angle or quasi-Wyatt family angle, and we still focus on, like, Bray, Styles, and Orton?
I mean, I get it, but I'm not into it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying it's a possibility. You already know what I think's going to happen. I do think Harper's going to win. I do think they're just going to go straight down that path, and I will be elated. But, I also remember when Randy Orton was giving interviews like several months back, and he's like, oh, yeah, I definitely want to work with AJ Styles. Like, AJ and Orton as a program, I wouldn't even be surprised if that happened this summer. And that was one of the big summer programs we got.
That would be cool. That would be really nice to have a blow-off at SummerSlam. They could have a great match at SummerSlam. I mean, it would be like AJ Styles taking on the Twin Towers of WWE in consecutive SummerSlams, because it was Cena last year and then Orton this year.
Yeah, that's a great point. And, like, to me...
And then he would have to move on and go one-on-one with Roman Reigns at SummerSlam in 2018.
Yeah. And that's my thing, man. And then maybe he'd get his win back because, Roman beating him at Payback and then Extreme Rules.
Then Roman will have had his second wellness policy violation and Vince won't be as high on him.
Exactly. Well, if he got a second wellness policy violation, nobody would be higher than Roman in that moment, I guess. But I digress.
No, because weed isn't a part of the wellness policy.
Oh, yeah, that's only a fine, Marks.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, I hope they get...
By the way, did you see, I think it was like a congressman or a senator or something, a guy named Tom Garrett, tried to introduce a bill today that would decriminalize marijuana recreationally, federally.
Oh, wow. No, I did not hear that.
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, I hope it does well, but I can't imagine that it will. But I commend him for trying.
Dude. And like, here's the thing. A lot of the people that are in chat might not know this. I know a lot of people that have followed us for a long time do. I'm straight edge, so I don't even care about that from a personal standpoint. But I have an epileptic mom, and cannabis oil legitimately prevents epileptic seizures. So that's like, we need this to be legal.
Oh, yeah. I mean, me, I think the medical benefits would be wonderful, and that's why I'm such a huge advocate for it. I mean, that, and on a personal level, like, I think as long as you're not harming anybody, because, I mean, to get personal on my end, my father's a heroin addict. I'd rather deal with somebody that smokes marijuana and just orders himself a large pizza than somebody that has to steal and do everything he can just to get some heroin in him. Like, I feel like our priorities as far as drugs go are beyond backwards. So I would hope that measure passes, but I'm not exactly too confident. But regardless...
Well, and especially not with frickin' Republican everything.
Yeah, certainly not. But regardless, whatever anybody's token, smoking, or doing on the road to WrestleMania...
How ironic is that, though? Like, isn't the Republican Party supposed to stand for smaller government, less regulations, and yet they're the ones that are all for, like, privatized prison systems and criminalizing drug usage and what people put in their bodies and stuff?
Well, see, like, I feel like Republicans do get that statement, and rightfully so, but then when certain Democrats have a chance to strike a blow, they don't take it. Like, I know I read an article lately, I think about private prisons or something, that you feel like Democrats would have opposed legislatively, but yet, like, a lot of Democrats voted yes. I forget what the legislation was. So, like, to me, I mean, you know my cynicism when it comes to politics, and yeah, that's why I don't have any faith in a bill like this. It's a wonderful idea. It's an idea that I feel like we're behind on compared to so many other countries, but we're not going to do anything. Oh, and we're back. What do we got here?
Dasha Fuentes.
Alexa
And we're going to get to
Bliss.
see Alexa Bliss. What's she going to have to say? Is Mickie going to attack her from behind?
Look at Alexa's face.
Dude, Dasha asks the most savage questions. Alexa, obviously your plan just backfired.
Wow.
Oh, she said Emma.
I miss her.
I know. Can she please get not even drafted? Just trade her to SmackDown.
Really? No,
I'd heard of the freaking women's championship match. God, I love Bliss. Okay.
This is a team effort.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Naomi.
Somebody's got to attack her, right? Somebody. Let it be Emma. Let Emma attack her. It's gonna be Mickie.
Natalia.
Oh, it's Natalia. No, no.
Well, she did beat Nikki last week. What did you think was gonna happen?
That's true. That's true. Oh God, why?
Don't do this to me. The sequel.
Wait a minute. She's a bad guy. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say mine's pretty historic.
No, don't even think about challenging her, please. Yeah, sure. Sure. In whose opinion? I don't know about that. Good Lord.
All about no, don't fall for it, Alexa.
No, this is all about you, huh?
Until I take that title from you.
No! Who am I supposed to cheer for?
Oh, and she bobbed her on the nose. No, you do not treat your champion that way. And Alexa
You
says
are
that
not.
rude.
No, she's trying to literally take a page out of Dana Brooks' playbook.
Well,
It's
AJ
like trying to
Styles-
learn how to coordinate an offense from Norv Turner. That's a horrible decision. I love AJ Styles.
Actually, AJ, if you look at the replay, it seemed pretty obvious your feet hit the floor first.
I mean, that's what we're supposed to. I mean, we're not supposed to admit that kayfabe-wise, but yes, you're right.
So, guess you weren't so phenomenal that night, eh, AJ?
Oh. I mean, being equal to Luke Harper is still pretty freaking phenomenal, if you ask me.
I mean, yeah, that's true. And yeah, AJ, you still believe you're going to WrestleMania in the main event. I almost feel bad for you, AJ. Who is this? Oh, this is Luke Harper. Oh, we're doing this now? What?
No freaking way.
So is Bray Wyatt's invocation next? Or not next, the main event? And then maybe Luke Harper interrupts later in the show?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Well, we're getting Luke Harper versus AJ Styles next, everybody. Oh, man. This is going to be great, though. I'm pumped for this match. And Luke's pumped, too.
Guys, we might have some good news. We might have some really good news here. Because I'm looking on Patreon right now, and it says that we're at $80 a month.
Yeah, Jarvera's asking in chat if we got his donation. I'm guessing that was his doing.
Yeah, it looks like it, yeah.
And Jarvera's
So
thank
there
you
you
so
go,
much.
guys. Thanks in large part to Javaris Carter, but I'm also, you know what? I don't want to just give credit to him. I want to give credit to everybody who's donating right now. All current patrons Well, let's talk about this. We've got Javaris Carter, obviously, the guy that we just talked about. But we've also got Cliff Amal, who is going to be donating for a 3-hour review. W. Gregory, who is slowly trying to accumulate money over time, which is perfectly respectable. And he told us earlier that he might have an idea of what he wants us to review. We've got John Madigan, who increased his donation earlier, and somebody who's been donating for, I think, 4 months now in a row, going on 5, Alex Foster.
Yeah, thank you all so much for making this happen. Again, we called it a community goal, and it was a community effort. So to all our Patreon donors, you guys are absolutely incredible, and we immensely appreciate it.
Absolutely. And as long as all those payments go through overnight, we will be live reacting to every episode of SmackDown in March.
That's incredible, guys. I'm so proud of this community for coming together and getting it done. And now it is with a celebratory air. When we return from commercial, we will be live reacting to AJ Styles versus Luke freaking Harper. Winner punches their ticket to WrestleMania. Loser faces Shane McMahon. So there you go.
And I'll tell you guys what, too. I'm gonna add even more stakes to this because I'm so proud of this community for getting us up to this goal. And Javaris, I mean, obviously we do appreciate every donation. It's wonderful that you guys think that we are worth your money and your time. But Javaris increased his donation. He was at $21 to $49, guys. So that is somebody that wants his SmackDown Live reviews bad.
Yeah, that's somebody that wants his Twitwell content bad, period. Any way he can get it. So much appreciated, my man. That's
and you know what, Javaris? I don't know if you realize this, but you selected the $10+ reward, so you can have up to 5 hours of content worth of live reactions, or up to, I mean, you can, I guess, switch over to the $7 reward and get up to 7 hours worth of content to be reviewed. So that is all going to be your call. I'm going to let you pick what you want. I know last month, I think you donated just cause, like without even asking for any kind of custom review, and we definitely have no problem with that. But if you want a little more bang for your buck, just know that you've definitely got a bit of a build-up now of donations that you can cash in at any time. It's like money in the bank, almost literally. Donations in the bank, brother.
Yeah, I mean, Javaris, if anytime you want to cash that in, brother, we welcome it, because that is one hell of a generous donation. So if the machinations of your mind are turning and you're thinking, oh, what shows could I get them to live react to or do this to? Do it, because we did Halloween Havoc 1997. I can handle anything. Bring it on. I ain't afraid to die. You know, so just give us what you got.
Don't make it a challenge. We want to live react to good stuff.
That's true. That's true. But I'm just telling him, hey, man, we've seen both sides of the spectrum. It is your money. We immensely, again, appreciate it. Fans like you are why we do what we do. So whatever you want us to review, you just name the time and the place, and now we're getting Apollo Crews versus Dolph Ziggler advertised, and that's all well and good, but we're getting Luke Harper versus AJ Styles, baby.
And hell, if I apply a 20% discount for PWG shows, if you want, you can have 6 hours worth of PWG live reactions.
Yeah, I mean, and hey, I wonder what he's thinking, because again, you've got options. You know? It's like being in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
And you know what? I think for Javaris, for that much of a donation, I think I will apply that 20% PWG donation if that's where he wants to go with it. But it's up to him. I'm going to let him pick where he wants to go with it. We'll talk about it on Twitter later in our DMs. But still, it's awesome that we reached the community goal. And here we go. Styles Harper, baby.
And you want to talk about people going places, brother. These two men are eyeing to go to WrestleMania. And Luke Harper on that lockup imposed his will early, shoved AJ Styles, clearly demonstrating the power edge. Oh, my God.
What is going to main event this show?
I think Bray Wyatt's promo, whatever it is, because I think the winner of this match later in the night will interrupt it.
Are we going to get an Intercontinental Championship match tonight?
I didn't hear that advertised. I feel like they'd advertised the shit
like
out
an
of it.
unadvertised, like, oh yeah, guys, screw it, let's do it. Or maybe like this match will end by like shenanigans, and then like Brian or Shane will come out and be like, no, we're not doing that. You guys head to the back. We've got to keep on our schedule, but you're coming back out later tonight. You're going to be the main event.
I say either that or, again, Bray Wyatt's promo and the winner of this match interrupts. A drop kick by Luke Harper. Oh, my God.
I love Luke Harper. I love Luke Harper so freaking much.
AJ's just like, what the hell happened? This doesn't happen to me. Look at this again, guys. Bam, the drop kick. And then look here. Harper mocking the AJ pose. +5.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't even notice that when he did the drop kick at first. I was too amazed by the fact that he did a drop kick.
Oh, AJ's baiting him in here. This is a classic technique.
He totally is.
And there he, oh no! Harper saw it coming!
Oh, yes!
Right to the very
Please, I love you, AJ Styles, but Harper might never get this opportunity again. Please let him win this.
That is true. That is the only solace I take in this. I'm like, AJ, if you have to work with Shane, there's no reason for me to believe that you're going to suck all of a sudden next year at WrestleMania 34. So
I know. And, like, by this time next year, AJ and Harper are going to be in such different... Like, there's rumors that AJ is going to get called over to Raw. And, like, really, I don't know what he can do on SmackDown versus what he can't do on Raw, you know?
Right. Hey, AJ's...
Like, I don't feel like an AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton match is like this, like, splooge fest that makes people feel like we have to get it out of the way before AJ goes to Raw.
Beautiful variation on the Pele, though, by Styles. Caught Harper right in the face. I mean,
meanwhile, you put Harper in that match, and all of a sudden, not only is it a splooge fest match, but it's a splooge fest story, too.
It's a splooge fest story, and if you think about the individual performer, I mean, look, I love AJ to death. I'm a defender of his, his in-ring work and wanting the best for him, like I know a lot of people in chat are and you are. But Luke Harper could use that bolster in his stock. You put him in a match like that, that makes Luke Harper matter the following Tuesday on SmackDown Live. Because I don't think Luke Harper's going to go anywhere. Whereas AJ, yeah, I could totally see him get drafted. And now...
by the way, guys, Javaris said in chat, not sure if everyone pays attention to chat, but, I mean, you should. But regardless... Javaris did said in chat that he probably is going to get us to, I don't know if it was going to be a review or a live reaction or what, but he said WrestleMania 19.
Oh, I would not mind that at all. And now AJ picking the leg. Harper kicks him off. I love that these two are such great athletes, too. And what a palm strike there by Harper, like an uppercut, lariat there. No, actually, no, not a lariat. That almost seemed like a forearm of sorts. Yeah.
Yeah, forearms.
Charging in the corner.
It's weird to see It's really weird to see such a big guy like Harper throw forearms.
Oh, I'm thinking Harper's going to do a Tope Atomico here. AJ.
Back elbow. Yes, he is. Yes, he is, baby.
There it is.
I love babyface Harper so much.
Boot to the face. 2. AJ kicks out.
2 count. Oh, my God.
That discus lariat, if he could hit.
Why is babyface Harper only starting to happen right now? I feel like I want this to have been in my life for years.
That's really how people felt about a babyface Wyatt family on the whole. At least we got one part of it. Oh, yeah. Decapitator. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that was brutal, too.
And I just want to make note to everybody that AJ's head is still attached. And now AJ kind of staggering out of the ring, though. Oh, this is going to be the typical suicide dive.
It totally is. It totally is. Yes.
Man, look at the burliness of that beard of Luke Harper. And now Harper off the ropes. And there it is.
Typical suicide dive. And you know what? I feel like it's been so long since that became a thing for us that I actually want to explain it for newer fans. The reason we call that a typical suicide dive is because a few years ago when we were reviewing an episode of like Raw or SmackDown on TwitWow, we were talking about a Wyatt family match. And I think this is actually during their feud with The Shield. And John pointed out, like, oh, and then Harper did his typical suicide dive, just kind of in passing. And I wanted to take a step back and be like, dude, you realize this man is like 6'5", 270, and you just called a suicide dive a typical move in his arsenal. Just to really emphasize the fact that Luke Harper is a freak of nature. and we've been calling it the typical suicide dive ever since. Half and half suplex!
Yeah, that's suplex by Harper, and 2 3/4. So close.
This is literally PWG quality right now.
That suplex, and we go to commercial. Why when I'm so hard? Fuck.
Oh, I mean, they got to keep you on the edge for a little while, brother.
Oh God, you're so right.
It's not blue balls if they let you jizz at some point.
And Cliff saying in chat, before AJ goes to Raw, it makes me want to puke. It makes me want to puke too, but then I think to myself, well, you can't fuck up AJ Styles, right? Right? And then I kind of look at the window.
And then you realize he's just going to spend a year jobbing to Roman.
Again.
And you know what? If it's not Roman, it'll be Strowman. And if it's not Strowman, it'll be Goldberg. And if it's not Goldberg, it'll be Big Cass.
Oh, Jesus, that pecking order. And, you know, I can picture some fans being like, no, it's cool, because now AJ's going to feud with Finn Balor, right? And then Finn Balor goes to SmackDown or something.
Drafted to SmackDown, yes!
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
I'm telling you, if it pans out the way we're joking it will, that Balor goes to SmackDown so AJ still won't feud with him because they're saving that for like WrestleMania 40 or some shit, and AJ is just Roman Reigns.
Yeah, they want AJ Styles to be going on 50 by the time they do that.
Yeah. I'm telling you, if it happens the way we're joking it'll happen, Cliff's shoulder will be demoted to like 15%. It'll barely even function. And I'll tell you, a lot of AJ Styles fans, including myself, I would have pains watching it. I'd be like, oh my God, AJ, you're so much better than this. What did they do to you?
Hope you guys are ready, because when AJ gets drafted to Raw, he's totally going to start jobbing to like Titus O'Neil.
Oh God. Don't even put that out there. Like
I just thought of the worst possible name, and there it was.
If AJ jobs to Big Cass, I will legitimately break something. Yeah, your rotator cuff. And now bring in Nakamura to take AJ's spot on SmackDown.
That's not a break, John. It's a tear.
Oh, suck it. It'll still happen. And then somebody was like, let's see. Yeah, it was Draven G. Nakamura would take AJ's spot on SmackDown. Yeah, we wish.
No, yeah, well, no. I mean, at that point, if we have a healthy AJ Styles on one brand and a healthy Finn Balor on another brand, I don't care where Nakamura gets called up to, as long as he's feuding with one of those guys for the first, 6 months.
Wow, John, get your facts straight. Please, you need 2 pillows for your shoulder. You don't have no right to lecture me.
Hey, man, that's only when he flies on a plane. It's the elevation. Give him a break.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe if he stopped winking at the camera every 90 seconds.
John, have you ever been on a plane?
No, actually.
Well, then you don't understand the effects of elevation on the human body and the joints and cartilage.
Oh, well, you know what? Guess what? We're not going to get that education now, are we? Because sooner or later, this commercial has to end. And I say that, and I've got a SmackDown logo here, because where I'm watching it, it's Sky Sports, so they do things a bit more weirdly than here in America. But, you know,
it's weird because Sky Sports, I swear, it's like Sky Sports can't get enough ads, so they just use the WWE logos for filler.
Exactly. Oh, what a power bomb at the kick out there by Styles.
Wow. Was that a Liger bomb? Like, did he do the double underhook to set it up?
I don't think it was. I think it was just his usual sit out.
That big boot is the stuff of legends.
He's so fucking good. Oh, man. Come on. Come on, Luke.
I feel like, didn't you mention during one of our Q&As that you either had watched or wanted to watch Hero Academia?
I did watch it with my family, and it's an amazing anime. It's really good.
All right, there you go.
So, Cyberforce Gaming, I agree with you, my friend. Cannot wait for Season 2 of Attack on Titan, but Luke Harper's still on the attack here of AJ Styles.
Luke Harper on the attack and the Lex Man in the chat.
Oh, what's up, Deluxe Man? Yeah, you get to see what it's like being in our world for a change. And now AJ, he's hung up on the apron there. Is it going to be the forearm? And, oh, we got it! But Harper's close to the ropes now.
Oh, my God!
He's close to the ropes now.
He's foot on the rope, foot on the rope, foot on the rope.
And there it is.
Yeah,
hey.
he's hooking the outside leg.
Oh, but the ref rung the bell. No. And now AJ's going to be like, I was
no,
screwed again.
Yep, someone's going to come out. It's going to be Shane or Brian, and this is going to be our main event later tonight, I bet you.
No, yeah, well, either our main event later tonight, or they're going to restart it right now, and Shane should be the one to make the interruption. This way AJ should be like, I thought referees' decisions were final. And then you come and you restart the match. I don't understand. And I think, is that
There's
Shane?
Yeah. There's Shane, yep.
Oh, my God, yeah, but he's doing his little walk down. And AJ's like, yeah, Shane.
Money. Dollar.
Oh, man. And, yep.
Oh. Yeah, this is getting restart. It's either, I got to tell you, I'm really curious what's going to be the main event tonight. If it's going to be this, or if it's going to be the Bray Wyatt promo, or if it's going to be something else entirely.
Well, Shane just said restarting right now. Is AJ going to turn around?
Right now, yep.
Is AJ going to turn?
Yes! Lariat! Discus Lariat! Oh, no, Harper's still recovering. Never mind.
Yeah, AJ's not a dumb heel. He's like, nope, I'm still going to be on the attack then. Fuck this.
He's going to go for a Styles clash. He's going to go for a clash, and Harper is going to...
Oh, jackknife cover, no freaking way! Luke Harper at his size just did a jackknife cover. Are you kidding me? And now what's he going to do? Oh,
why is that impressive? I don't understand. How is that more impressive than the suicide dive?
Shit!
Oh, the super kick!
To Shane McMahon accidentally. And now Harper in the ring post. Man, AJ might still pull this off. Maybe Harper's going to work with Shane at Mania.
No, dude. No. They're going to... Shane is going to restart the match again or something crazy.
No, it's still going, brother. I don't think he has any reason to restart it.
No, I mean, if AJ wins again, I think Shane will restart it again.
Springboard 450.
Springboard 450.
There it is.
Jesus.
AJ got it.
Yeah. Shane's going to do something to screw AJ again.
Oh, that's going to make the feud blatant. But then I'm going to sympathize with AJ because that wasn't his fault.
Well, yeah, it was because he pulled Shane into the kick.
Did he? I didn't see him pull Shane in. I thought he just moved out of the way.
Totally got Shane into that, yes.
Wow. I thought he just moved out of the way, which is why I said. Yeah, so AJ beat Luke Harper twice. Yay, AJ fans.
You know what, Brandon Best? I'm in such a good mood tonight because we reached our Patreon goal. I'm not even going to censor myself. You are absolutely right. That was a 450 to the dick.
Yeah. Oh, my God, it was.
Yeah, it totally was.
And even on the replay, dude, I got to say, it really didn't look like AJ pulled Shane. If he did, it was very light. Like, it wasn't blatant.
I'm telling you, man, I think, dude, are they seriously, like, I don't even know what to think at this point because they're clearly teasing Shane versus AJ, but in order to do that, they would have to pull AJ out of the title match, and I don't know how they're going to work around that now.
Yeah, dude, this makes things very interesting because I thought they were just going to have Harper
beat
AJ
look
straight
how
up.
strong they just made AJ Styles look. Like, he just beat Luke Harper twice.
Yeah, AJ not only beat Luke Harper twice, he beat those odds, though.
I mean, to be fair, the first win wasn't really a win. It was a referee mistake. But he still beat Harper clean the second time.
While giving shit to Shane McMahon. That is multitasking at its fucking finest. That man really is phenomenal.
AJ Styles, the hick that 450'd your dick.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've got Paul William Gregory agreeing with me. AJ moved out of the way, so if Shane was to screw AJ, that would just be him being a typical McMahon, which I'm cool with.
True.
But be honest about it.
Yes.
So yeah.
Oh man, I'm so curious now how they're gonna be able to maneuver this so that we get AJ Shane, because like you don't tease it that heavily and then not do it. So it's clearly happening. I'm just curious how they make it happen.
Yeah, I'm curious what they'll do too. I really don't know. Or maybe they won't even do it, and maybe like he'll just complicate things further for AJ. Oh, wait a minute here. Oh, we're getting part 2 of this.
Yes. Oh, Renee. Okay.
Oh, what? Oh, what is this? What?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, your face.
He's right there. I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so bad.
Oh, she made him not say girlfriend. She corrected him. Dude, John Cena's gonna corpse so hard in this, you can already tell.
Yeah, he can't keep it together.
She said, oh my god, he said that staring at her boobs. He just high-fived. Oh, warm-up. Warm-up match.
That's exactly what I was going to say, John.
Oh my god.
This is amazing. I don't even know what this is. Oh, there's Dean Ambrose getting ready to get assaulted again by Baron Corbin.
Guys, I know you can all hear my mom. You're just going to have to deal with her.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll also be hearing her sighing once Baron Corbin puts Dean Ambrose down again.
Do you know what would be hilarious?
What's that?
If being forced to work together drove John Cena and Nikki Bella apart.
Oh, I could just hear the maniacal laughs of Vince right now. Yes! Now we can pimp Cena out to all the women.
Oh, man. Don't you love the double standard, too? Like, I know, like, when people say, like, oh, Vince really likes to screw with people, there are some people that make an excuse, like, oh, only when they're not married. Like, if they're dating within the workplace, he doesn't like it. But if they're married, then he's cool with it. Like with Miz and Maurice and Lana and Rusev and that kind of stuff once they got married. What's up, Nikki Bella and John Cena?
Yeah. I mean, dude.
Like, not only does he not screw with their relationship, but he put them on the same brand. They're on the same TV show. They're definitely not married. So there goes that logic.
I mean, dude, this is a guy that didn't even give a fuck about messing with his own marriage by writing himself in storylines with all the hottest divas of the day. Like, this man has no regard for human life.
No, he clearly doesn't. I mean, didn't he literally book himself to grab, like, multiple women's breasts?
I don't know about Brad, but I know he made out with like a lot of women, like on camera. And
I feel like it was either Candice Michelle or Trish Stratus, but I feel like he did some boob grabbing in his day.
Probably Trish. Like, it's just hilarious. They're like, oh, you're in this really healthy relationship that makes you a better person and actually makes you enjoy your job. Yeah, I'm gonna write myself in a storyline where I make out with her and you watch. So you know.
Gotta love Carmelsworth. They are easily the best couple in WWE right now.
You can't talk to my friend who's a girl like that. Shut up, Ellsworth.
Oh my god.
Kid Coheed, I'm telling you, if he's right, John Nikki is so ending after she retires. I mean, maybe Coheed, you could sweep in and give her that work. You know, you never know.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That would just be hilarious.
It was Candice. It was Candice. Kid Coheed just confirmed it in chat. He grabbed Candice's boobs, and it was supposed to be like, oh, that's right, because Candice was like, oh, I have a chest cold, and he grabbed her boobs to try and heal it. This was during his God angle when he was starting the McMahonism religion.
Which, admittedly, as an atheist, I did find kind of hilarious.
Oh, yeah, dude. I was totally on board. I was on all the websites, all the forums talking about how I was a member of McMahonism now.
Yeah. I loved how he was like, when he drank, like, the, not the holy water, but, like he took a drink of, like, some kind of water, and Shane took a step back, because he's like, strike me down! I'm the almighty Vincent Kennedy McMahon! Like... This man is in love with his own grapefruits, man. Like, jerking off has to be a whole other experience when you're Vince McMahon.
Right? Like, he probably stares at himself in a mirror while he does it.
Be like, oh, I'd fuck me so hard. Damn it! Ah!
By the way, Deluxe Man, the Miz TV segment is pretty much universally loved because it was actually amazing.
Yeah, that was so good. So good. Kid Coheed's like no work for Bellas. So we know where Kid Coheed's work draws the line.
Well, I mean, we know he doesn't want to give any work to Brie Bella because she's married and pregnant, and I mean, who wants to do anything like that?
Yeah, because see, for me, Prego should just simply be a pasta sauce, not something I'm looking to get into in a relationship. So, I could totally understand where he's going from there. We got Beth Phoenix.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, Nikki is very much like an acquired taste, you know? Like, Nikki isn't for everyone.
Right. Oh, there's
AJ in the backstage. Here we go.
Oh,
Are we getting immediate development on this storyline?
Brian Singer. Main event of WrestleMania. Yeah! Shake the hand, AJ. Don't rock the boat now.
Don't rock the boat, baby.
Oh, God, AJ. You really should have shaken Brian's hand. That might have caused problems.
Oh, boy.
Oh, here's Ambrose to learn his place.
The Deanster.
You know what's so funny? I was playing 2K16 yesterday, and I decided to try Universe Mode with Baron Corbin, and I was on a winning streak. My first loss came at the hands of Dean Ambrose. I found that hilarious. Because Ambrose has just been pinning Corbin.
I wonder who Ambrose's opponent is going to be tonight.
Oh, well, doesn't matter, because, I think it was Kurt Hawkins, and he just got laid out.
There's the DDT, and he's going to get a mic.
Oh, Ambrose going to cut an angry promo, I guess.
He is really angry at Baron Corbin right now.
Yeah, well, Baron Corbin had every right to do what he did last week.
Never mind.
Oh, my God.
He's learned a lot of valuable life lessons.
Oh, God, he's channeling Moxley, dude. I feel like his voice is even a few octaves higher than usual.
Freedom bowls and roller coasters, they don't mix. But one of the most important life lessons I have learned, when you're pushed, you have to push back.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. We know he pushes back. Oh, this is definitely great.
Oh my
Yes. Yes. No, we believe it, Dean. We believe it.
He wants a fight.
In St. Paul, Minnesota.
Bring your ass out here. You know what, Dean? Be careful what you wish
Yes.
for.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Put him down, Baron. Put him down.
No theme song. Oh, he's just on the Tron.
Yeah,
Dream
Dean.
Crushers. His shirt says Dream Crushers.
A man after my own heart.
Oh, God. Really, Dean? Aha! So that's what he thinks of him. Oh, God. Kid Coheed. Ambrose Asylum 2 at Mania.
I dig it.
I mean, the first match wasn't very well executed, but the concept was on point.
Yeah.
Aha! These guys are a BDSM couple made in heaven.
Yeah. That Intercontinental title. Take that Intercontinental title, Baron.
Ooh! Ooh! I like the conviction from Corbin. Oh, yeah.
God,
I love it when Ambrose hits the mic out of his own hand.
Oh, God, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you hear her? Do you
Yeah.
people hear her? I deal with this every single time Dean Ambrose graces the television set.
Sooner or later, he will lose that Intercontinental Championship, and it'll be to the lone wolf, Baron Corbin.
That's right. He is going to lose the title to Corbin.
Exactly, because it's Corbin's time. He's the modern-day Kevin Nash. He does it for the paycheck because no one matters.
Yes. Up next, chairs match.
Apollo Crews versus really old guy that calls us all millennials.
Really old guy. He's like 36.
Yeah, well, honestly, I'm amazed that's not flipped around with the way he acts. The new era has been canceled. Now, if you excuse me, I'm just going to take my Metamucil here. Fuck you, Dolph.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man, I've really enjoyed SmackDown tonight, though. I mean, the John Cena Nikki stuff's been hilarious. They're continuing to make the WWE Championship picture a place of intrigue because there was no Rowan. Harper didn't go over clean, though. AJ won after a confrontation with Shane. Says he's going to interrupt Bray Wyatt, so we may hear from Shane again later in the night. I mean, I don't know, dude. Things are getting nuts.
So, I got to tell you guys, just the old man joke talking about Metamucil and stuff makes me think of Silicon Valley because of that one scene when TJ Miller's character, Erlich Bachman, spent like 2 straight minutes just firing off old man jokes at the new general manager of their company.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do remember that. Yeah, Silicon Valley is a great show.
Good. I wonder when season 4 is going to start. I think they usually start in the spring, if I remember correctly, so we're not too far off. You know what else probably starts in the spring? Mr. Robot season 3.
Oh my God, yes. And coming out soon to bookstores will be Mr. Robot and Philosophy, of which I contributed a chapter. So that was really cool for me that I got to be a part of that because I freaking love Mr. Robot.
There you go.
And I did a whole
You've been
chapter on
plugging great stuff all night. I'll let you continue to plug whatever you want, brother.
Hey, my chapter was on the ethics of revolution, one of the favorite chapters I ever did for any of the books I've contributed to, because my full Marxist comes out in full, like, especially the concluding page. Like, it's just a rant against capitalism, and it's amazing. So, yeah, can't wait for Mr. Robot Season 3, especially because I did get to be a part of that book tie-in, and I'm just really excited. But yeah, I mean, your mom should take comfort in knowing, though, she's very popular in chat. Everybody's saying how they love her, and we love her, too. And yeah, it's just going to be, I mean, somebody's going to have to pick her up, though, when Dean Ambrose loses that Intercontinental Championship. Of course, I'll be crying.
Yeah, I wish she could hear you right now, but you're in my headphones.
I'll reiterate all this stuff to her. I ain't afraid. Yeah. I'll just be like, you're wonderful and everything, but yeah, it's Baron Corbin's time. So, guys, who we got here between Ziggler and Apollo Crews? I'm thinking Ziggler's just going to win this thing.
Oh, my God. Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know, man. They might give it to Crews just to be like, oh, when the odds are even, when the fight is fair, the good guy wins.
Yeah, that is true. You know, I just really don't like, I could have been more into this angle, but, like, Apollo Crews completely no-sold getting his ankle shattered. Like, in that chair. Like, he wasn't even off TV for a full week, I don't think. Like, that was bad.
Oh, my God. Here's one of the quotes, guys. This, just a little taste of the great Silicon Valley. It's an amazing TV show. I think it's an HBO exclusive, but there are obviously going to be other ways to find it, and, you know, it's worth checking out. And then if you do like it, it's worth actually, you know, buying. So... basically, here's the setup. This guy, Erlich Bachman, is going to try and just roast his new general manager in an attempt to get him to quit or maybe kill himself. I don't really know. So he walks in and he's like, hey, I'm Erlich Bachman. And the guy goes, pleasure to finally meet you. I'm a big fan. And Bachman's reply was, oh, really? Of what? Metamucil? Polio, the phonograph, a nice piece of fish, segregated water fountains, senior citizen discounts at Perkins family restaurants, erectile dysfunction because of corroded penile arteries, deviled eggs as an entree, liking Ike.
I remember that whole video where he's just going on and on, uninterrupted for so long, just listing all this shit. It was hilarious.
I know. And yeah, Draven, I think John watched Westworld. I heard of it, and I actually kind of spoiled myself on the twist at the end, and because of this twist at the end, I got less interested in it, so I'm probably not going to be watching it.
Funny thing with Westworld and me is, like, I first got into it because I heard it was very heavily philosophical, you know, dealing with the idea of what happens when AI gains consciousness, you know.
I feel like that's become a really common, like, go-to sci-fi theme lately.
Yeah, that's become very popular lately in the culture, dude.
Popping up a lot more. Like, even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. tackled that hard this season.
I loved how Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. tackled it. Westworld, I may try it again, but I think it's a show, like, where you, because the episodes are long, and you've got to give it your full attention, and there did start to be some episodes where I would, like, open tabs and do other stuff. So, I don't know, I may give it another try, but I may actually have to pass on it, guys. Like, I gave it an honest chance. I watched, like, the first 5 episodes. I'm like, I don't really think it's for me.
What do you think of Neville, John, the king of the cruiserweight?
Oh, I think he's awesome. I think Jack Gallagher versus Neville at Fastlane could actually be one of the pleasant surprises on the card if they actually give him time. And, yeah, here's our chairs match.
I can't believe we're seriously getting Cena and Nikki Bella versus Carmellsworth next week.
In a warm-up match for Mania.
Really, it is. It is. It's such a warm-up match. That's like SmackDown being like, you know what, guys? We really need another team to feed to these teams that we want to face each other at WrestleMania on the road to WrestleMania. That's what Carmellsworth's purpose is.
Exactly. And you've got Dolph Ziggler coming out, hoping to cancel the new era, whatever the hell that means. And, yeah, I love the bullet points. Former world champion. Yeah, those were the freaking days.
Oh, snap. Let's get a WWE intergender division going on. I just read in chat from Davin Miller that Mike and Maria are gone from TNA. I would love those two in WWE.
Yeah, I read that in chat, and I'm like, shame that they couldn't have come in WWE in time to promote a WrestleMania angle, because what a way to debut Mike Bennett than feuding with John Cena in an intergender angle. And
yeah.
Here's the angle.
And there's legit, like, real-life heat between Maria and the Bellas, I believe. So that's even better.
True. Yeah, definitely. Oh, and Apollo not even giving any fucks.
Oh, yeah! Attaboy, Cruz. You do to him what he's been doing to you for, like, months now, it feels like.
Even though, again, you really no-sold that ankle injury. And you even seem to be walking just fine now, so... Yeah, way to really... I mean, Dolph Ziggler can't even be that career
Wasn't the injury like a whole, like, 16 days ago, though? I mean, that seems like long enough to recover from a non-major ankle injury.
Yeah, but wasn't he on the SmackDown the following Tuesday for that 10-man Battle Royal? Or, like, was that the week after?
I mean, yeah, but he didn't do particularly well in it.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
He might have even been the first person eliminated, now that I think about it.
I just kind of laugh at Dolph Ziggler. No, I think... Mojo Rawley was the first person eliminated.
Okay, he was like second or third then.
But,
oh, look at Cruz throwing chairs into the ring. What? Didn't expect that from him.
Either way, it just kind of makes me laugh at Dolph because you can't even be a career-ender type heel properly. Like, take notes from Randy Orton 2007. He at least did it right. And now Dolph.
Can't argue with that point.
Nice neck breaker there by Dolph. If he loses, I'm going to laugh at him so hard. You might get a fail bomb on these SmackDown Live reactions. It feels like it's been a while since I've done a quality fail bomb, so.
You know what? I just saw Delexman say in chat he wants an Apollo Crews heel turn. I mean, maybe. I don't really know if he's got the acting chops to pull off heel.
You know, Deluxe, man, like, I was calling for that at Chamber. I don't know if you saw our Chamber preview predictions. It didn't happen. So much like the Roman Reigns heel turn, I've just put it on the shelf for a while. That was a nice
What a drop kick, John! That was beautiful!
Haha, love it, Ashton. We react on Tuesday nights, and we will be now for the next 4 weeks, thanks to this wonderful community helping us reach our community goal, and Apollo Crews reaching Dolph Ziggler with that moonsault.
Oh, my God!
And Apollo, man, he is just focused. And we go to commercial.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. Whatever. Commercials are a thing. We got to deal with them.
Draven G, not only is he the perfect opponent for Dolph Ziggler, he's the perfect replacement for Dolph Ziggler.
Dude, that, like, you want to talk about passing the torch? That's passing the career.
Yeah, really. And then Ty's just like,
here's the really crappy thing. I think they're like the same exact age, too.
You know what? You might be right about that.
as we speak. Dolph Ziggler, pretty sure Ziggler's like 36. And
Right.
I thought I remembered like within the last week or two, Dillinger just turned 36. Yeah, Dillinger just turned 36. Dolph turns 37 in July. So they're the same age right now.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, like Dillinger is what, like 7 months younger than Dolph?
And yet, look how he's really just been able to make everything count and make every moment count. I could just picture him looking at Dolph and being like, "Don't worry, I'll do better with my career than you ever did with yours." Okay, Ty. Okay.
Oh, and now we've got our second person now, Deluxe Man, saying that Mike Bennett and Maria are gone from TNA. Yeah, so multiple sources now, multiple people in chat talking about the miracle Mike Bennett and Maria being gone from TNA, which really makes me wonder, will the miracle Mike Bennett's theme song ever actually be released in a clean, full version on YouTube? I'm beginning to think the answer is no.
It's really disheartening for me when I love a wrestler's theme and I can't find a full version or a clean version. I can't tell you. I'm still waiting for the day somebody somewhere has got to make it happen where Lucha Underground themes get released. I'm still waiting for Lucha Underground to do something with their themes because that's some quality music right there.
Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, Pentagon's theme is already available. I know that.
Phoenix's theme is already available.
I was going to say, obviously, Johnny Mundo's theme is available because he has a freaking music video for it.
Yeah, he does. God, he's so fucking better than everyone else. Yes.
Welcome to Slam Town.
I miss him so much. But I will say, speaking of wrestling and things that are holding us over until Lucha Underground, did you get a look at the brackets for the Super J Cup in New Japan?
Hell yes, I did. Dude, first round Shibata Suzuki, I'm there.
Oh, dude, I can't fucking wait for that match. And we've got Omega versus Ishii, dude.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I'm imagining like Omega versus either Shibata or Suzuki would be amazing as well.
Oh my God, yes. I mean, again, somebody did say that there were rumors that they were supposed to be feuding, so I'd be down with that. I mean, I'd love a Suzuki Omega finals because I have just been watching so much Suzuki content. I love him. It's so weird for me to love a guy that's so old, but he still competes at such a level. Like, I don't care because Suzuki's fucking 48 years old, and I'm like, you're amazing. You are amazing. So, really excited for the Super J Cup, but we're getting ready to come back here to SmackDown Live.
Well, I mean, you say that. you have the SmackDown Live logo, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
And now Dolph Ziggler. And now Dolph Ziggler on the attack here. He's picking Apollo up slowly. That dead weight. And Apollo fighting back. Man, Dolph, you can't even mount an offensive properly. You suck so bad. There's the back elbow by Apollo. Oh, but Ziggler's got a chair. That's using your noggin up. And that's screwed up too. Wow, Dolph. You're just a lost cause, aren't you? There's a kick right to the head.
Dude, it's Dolph Ziggler. How are you surprised by this?
Yeah, Apollo kicking Dolph right in the head. I guess doing his best Jack Swagger. Nice jumping lariat there by Apollo.
This is the guy who, let's be real, this is the guy who, even when I was a fan of him, I had to come up with the excuse that he was losing his way to a championship.
Which, I mean, you weren't even really wrong, though, at the time, because, like, every time he lost, he seemed to be getting, like, better and better opponents and doing bigger stuff. Nice moonsault there by Apollo.
Oh, moonsault!
Hook the leg. And Dolph is still trying for reasons that are inconceivable to me.
I feel like Dolph Ziggler's been falling short his entire career.
Yeah, that's pretty much going to be what the epitaph on his tombstone reads. Always fell short. And I learned to never try. And there's the moonsault again by Apollo Crews. That was the thing.
I mean, it's really more along the lines of I learned nothing because I kept doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
I just hate your face, Dolph. It's such a hateable and punchable face. And now Apollo pulling Dolph by the leg.
Which is why he makes sense as a heel.
Oh, Apollo ain't ring post. And Dolph, feet on the ropes.
Oh, wow.
Did he get it? No, didn't get it.
Nope.
And on the chair?
He ate ring post. He had a tight roll up, and he had the rope advantage, and he still managed to get a 2 count.
Oh, an angle slam by Apollo on the chair to Dolph Ziggler.
Only a
but
two
that
count.
was only 2 count.
Only a 2 count.
And we take a look here.
Oh, man. So, I mean, just because they're showing a replay here real quick, let's talk about New Japan a little bit more. Do we think there's a chance Omega loses in the first round to Ishii?
I mean, that can happen. I'm actually kind of thinking Suzuki will lose the first round to Shibata, as much as it hurts me to say it. I mean, I'm hoping they take Suzuki Gun a bit more seriously, but because again,
honestly, now I'm thinking Suzuki might actually do pretty well in this tournament. I could actually see him making it to the finals, honestly.
I'd love to see him make it in the finals with Omega, dude. I'd love to see those two have a match because Omega's selling.
No, they're on the same side of the bracket, so that can't happen.
Shit, you're right. God damn it.
I mean, they can make it to their blocks finals, that's the side of their bracket, so it would be the semifinals, and they would still have a match. But
well, then I could see him make it.
Oh my god!
Jesus, yeah, was that Apollo's throat?
Dude, yeah, Dolph just did a drop toe hold on Apollo onto the back of a chair.
Oh my god. Well, Dolph may win after all.
Crews.
Is that going to be a
this is the most convincing Apollo Crews has been for me, whether it be as a character or in the ring or whatever, his entire WWE career.
Yeah, absolutely. And now is it going to be Zigzag on the chair for the win? No. What's he thinking? And
Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
That's not cool, bruh.
It is legal, though, to be fair. It is legal. That's got to be a 3 count. 1, 2, 3.
Called it.
Wow.
You actually did something, Dolph.
Javaris predicts Suzuki versus Tanahashi in the finals.
I just want to see Suzuki work. Like, I want to see new Suzuki matches now. Because the funny thing is, the matches I've been watching of his are only like 2 or 3 years old. That's the crazy thing. Like, I've been watching stuff from 2016, 2015. So really not that old. Oldest match I probably watched was him versus his former mentor, Fujiwara. The very same. And, yeah, that was freaking great. And now Dolph continuing the attack here. Or I think he... No? Trash talking, okay.
Dolph Ziggler is such a tool. I love it. Oh my god.
See, Apollo, I'm not a failure. I'm not a failure. Yes, you are, Dolph. Even a broken clock's right.
You know what, though? I've got to tell you. When the last time Dolph Ziggler was a heel, I loved him, and now I actually hate him. So he's doing a much better job as a heel now than he's ever done before.
Yeah, but now we're back at commentary, getting their analysis on the situation. Bullet Club versus the Shield.
Start a 30-day free trial, Michael.
Yeah, well, don't tell me what to do. And you don't get to tell me what to do either, Tom Phillips.
Well, you know what? I'm not even going to go there. Not even going to go there with Tom Phillips. I was going to say something that might have had a sexual innuendo involved, and now I'm just going to avoid it.
Hey, I've been wanting to make a comment about it all night, so I'm glad to see we're both exercising restraint. But...
My first thought was like, but Tom seems like the kind of guy you'd want to take instruction from. And then I realized, like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to not touch that.
That's pretty much what the woman that he was interacting with said, too.
Stop! No! You crossed the line, man!
Hey, man, you set it up for me. I had to. I couldn't resist anymore. But we got Brandon Best in chat asking, Thatcher versus Suzuki, what's one word you use to describe that match? Painful. Because those two would go hold for hold with each other.
Thatcher versus Suzuki. The one word I would use to describe that match is just shoot.
Yeah. Dude, that's the crazy thing. Like that's why I think I love Suzuki, and he's like the exception to me rather than the rule as far as like older performers go and where I'm at with them. Because if he was to work like virtually anybody with a shoot, I think he could beat their ass or at least get them in like a painful hole. That's what a lot of people were saying when I was like watching highlights back of the Okada-Suzuki match. They're like, oh, this is a shoot fight. Suzuki easily would have won. And like, I don't really even know if that's correct, but like I can believe in the idea of it being correct. That's how legit he is. He's amazing. So I can't wait for his match with Shibata. That's going to be incredible. In fact, let's just run down the cards since we're talking about it. We got Tanahashi versus Evil. We got Hanma versus Roa.
I mean, it's clear there that Roa is going to win just to be foil, just like a, fodder for the winner of the Tanahashi Evil match.
Now, does anybody know who YTR is supposed to be?
Toriano!
Oh, Toriano. Okay. He's going to go against Tama
it's
Tonga.
YTR, because it's Yano Toru Shrug.
Of course. Thank you. So, yeah, we got him versus Tama Tonga. I'm pulling for Tama Tonga in that one. Shibata
I'm
versus
pulling
Suzuki.
for my boy Yano, baby.
Dude, if Yano ever won a world championship, I'd actually be okay with that because he's a comedy.
I know,
because
because he's amazing. Dude, speaking of amazing New Japan shenanigans, I don't know if you saw this, but at a recent New Japan show, Dalton Castle was there, and his boys were Tanahashi and Taguchi.
That is actually the greatest purpose that Taguchi's ever been able to fulfill in his miserable life.
Get down on your hands and knees and let Dalton Castle walk on you. That is your symbolic career right there.
Absolutely. Shibata versus Suzuki. You guys already know who I'm pulling for in that. Suzuki Gun for life. Juice Robinson versus Yujiro Takahashi.
Dude, Juice is the X factor in this tournament. Like, he could go all the way and challenge Goto. Because the thing with the New Japan Cup is the winner gets to challenge a champion of their choice.
Oh, a champion of their choice. Okay.
Yes.
So that would explain Naito's absence, because I'm like, where the hell is Naito? But he's Intercontinental Champion. So, yeah, it makes sense. And would also explain why Goto isn't in it, because he's the never openweight champion. We got Ishii versus Omega and Yoshihashi versus Sanada.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Dude, Ishii versus Omega, though, that is going to kick ass.
I know. It is. But like I said, though, like Juice Robinson to me is the big X factor, because he could go all the way. They could kind of book their way around making sure that everyone else stays credible and he wins. And he could be the one to win and challenge Goto for the Never title.
That would be interesting, because I just can't help but feel like that somebody gunning for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship will win. That's why my two people are either Suzuki or Omega right now, but they could both get eliminated early for all I know. Be very interested to see how they play this Super J Cup. And now we're going to get Bray Wyatt's invocation.
Okay, so Natalya, AJ Styles, and American Alpha on Talking Smack tonight. Now, I don't know, man. I mean, AJ Styles being on there, that could be some storyline development. That could be interesting later tonight.
I agree. And speaking of storyline development, we got Bray Wyatt coming out. This is going to be amazing.
No, American Alpha wasn't even on the show tonight. I'm not really sure why. I mean, maybe they're going to use Talking Smack to progress their storyline with the Usos.
Yeah, maybe the Usos will interrupt. I mean, Lord knows we've had interruptions on Talking Smack before, so.
I'll say. But I like that they didn't do the cliche, oh, well, American Alpha won a match last week and the Usos cut a promo on them, so let's have the Usos win a match this week and Alpha cut a promo on them. No, they did it differently, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Wonder what Bray's going to have to say about AJ Styles. Man, I can't believe...
Brandon, I'm curious, who did Thatcher finally lose the Evolve Championship to?
Yeah, I'd be curious about that as well, because he held it apparently for 595 days. Goddamn.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty crazy. You know, I got to tell you, I feel like a lot of people are discounting TNA. They're saying TNA is dead and that like all these people leaving TNA is because they're jumping off of a sinking ship. It wouldn't surprise me if these people leaving TNA, if that was a mutual decision and that TNA wants to just reset and start anew. And they're getting rid of all former WWE talents. I don't know if people notice this.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they do just want
Pretty
TNA
much the only one
good.
that isn't a former WWE talent is Mike Bennett, and he's tied in Maria to a former WWE talent. So,
right.
Okay, so Zack Sabre Jr. is the new Evolve champion. Well, that feels like you're going backwards a little bit, but okay.
Can't believe Luke didn't get to punch his ticket to the WWE Championship. I don't know. I'm happy for AJ on one hand, but I really thought this was Luke's time, man. He's really hit his stride as a babyface. Maybe we'll get a surprise, though. Got Bryce swinging his lantern around.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be really interesting. We only have 10 minutes of SmackDown left, though, guys. So this segment is either going to be really long and dragged out, or it's going to end quicker than it should, and then we're going to get shenanigans afterwards to make it interesting.
Yeah, let's see. AJ Styles it is.
Indeed, my friend Bray, that is exactly who you'll be facing in Mania.
Whether it was AJ or it was Harper. They're both
It
just
should've.
mortal.
Oh, and so are you, you damn goofball. Of a god. Of course. Not a fan of that angle right there.
Telling AJ is going to end up like all the rest.
Yeah. What?
The spirit of Beelzebub.
I heard him. I'm saying what? It's not what, like, repeat yourself. It's what, like, WTF.
Right.
Okay.
Oh. Where is Randy Orton anyway? Is he going to appear?
Well, I guess, are we about to find out maybe?
Oh, what? What is this?
Oh, it looks like the compound.
No, Bray. Wait a minute. Saying no, Bray. Here I am. What? What? What is that? What?
That's got to be the compound. I mean, obviously, right?
He gave me to the king. He's the kingdom. I'm dead center. In the kingdom.
The inequities of your world.
Where you can smell the stench of evil in the air. What the hell?
Is this the turn already? They're doing it this quickly?
This is your world, Bray. But it's not mine. Oh, God. So he is turning on him right now.
Yeah.
Never was.
This seems sudden.
You know, what the hell?
This seems really sudden.
There was a time.
Yeah. Join them. Yeah. I feel like I'm singing a Kyle song. Really? 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 Yeah.
So you're pretty much telling him to his face, like, I'm betraying you. This isn't really how I envisioned it going.
Well, I mean, how is he going to betray him if he can't get in the match with him?
Underneath this rocking chair.
Oh, God, Abigail.
Oh, what?
Oh, no. Oh, what?
What?
What? Well, I guess now we know why this went on last. Dude, Orton looks like a beast in that freaking sweater.
He does. He pulls it off. What's he going to do?
Is that an axe or a shovel?
He's got
axe
a
or
pickaxe.
shovel? Pickaxe. Wow.
He did some heavy Minecrafting apparently before this segment.
This is badass, guys.
Is he going to unearth Abigail?
He might.
But what does that
Is
mean?
this going to be like a dead body? Or is it going to be like someone trapped in a cellar? Or what?
We got 6 minutes left. We have time. Come on,
It
Randy,
looks
start
like-
digging.
It looks like a dead body to me, honestly. Like, we're talking about a corpse here, right?
Right.
Yeah, what's left of her. So is Orton going to go full... I forget her name already.
That the maggots, the worms have been eating her flesh and bones. Oh, my God.
And he's going to set her free.
Oh.
So that's going to be the angle. Shane is going to have to take AJ's title match away because Orton is going to accept the Rumble win.
Oh, shit. Yeah. You gotta be kidding me. He's gonna burn the spirit of Sister Abigail.
But does this mean, is this like a full reset, though? Is this going to mean Harper's going to go back to Bray?
I don't know, dude. What is happening?
What? This is legitimately like Attitude Era style storytelling, and I love that.
The chair just stopped rocking.
Well, he stopped it manually.
Oh, he threw the pickaxe away. He's going to do this with his own hands. No, that's gasoline, I think.
He's burning it to the ground?
Oh, my God.
Wow. I mean, I feel
What
like
is this
you
gonna do?
probably could have gotten a container with a wider mouth so that you could pour more at a time.
Oh, my God. What is this going to do to Bray Wyatt?
I don't think pouring gasoline out of like a watering can is really the smartest way to go about it. He's burning the rocking chair. Oh.
He just said it. He just said, I'm coming for your title at WrestleMania.
Yep, he's re-accepting the Rumble win, and now AJ is going to have to get knocked out of the world title match, isn't he?
He better get a title match at Extreme Rules then or something.
Oh, no! He's burning Abigail's corpse!
What is this going to do to
Bray,
Bray,
at least he's not trying to have sex with it. He's not Triple H pulling a freaking Katie Vick. For the last time. Yes?
I think Orton's having the time of his life right now, man.
Right? Yes. I mean, he's still playing antagonist, but he's playing antagonist to a good guy, so it's okay. I mean, to a bad guy.
Right. And he's doing this like otherworldly
Clearly,
storyline.
like, he's clearly being a dick, but he's being a dick to a guy who's been established as a dick for a long time, so it's okay.
And Bray saying, please, please, don't do this. This almost makes me feel bad for Bray. I haven't even looked at chat yet. I'm going to look at chat's reaction when this segment ends. Oh my.
I know, right?
Oh my God.
Dude, Bray is a next level actor. How is he not in horror movies yet?
He's just saying, please, please don't do this.
Oh God, he's going to burn the compound to the ground.
You made the wrong choice, Bray. You should have stuck with Luke. Please, Randy.
Wow.
I actually feel bad for Bray here. Oh.
I know, right? Bray Wyatt is legitimately crying.
Don't do this. Maybe for your own welfare, Randy, you shouldn't. You don't know what you're unleashing if you do this. Bray's going to be really pissed.
That is burning really quickly.
I'm going to burn the soul of Sister Abigail.
Oh, he said the thing.
And there it is. Holy fuck.
Oh, wow.
And Randy's smile. Holy fuck. And the
And
pose.
the thing is, like, here's what and the pose. Here's what I love most about this, though, dude. I love that they're doing it in a remote location so we can get angry at Bray for not running to the back to try and stop Orton because he has no shot.
Right.
Look at him losing.
And Bray is losing it. Oh, man.
Dude, this is like, I'm so much more excited for this program than anything going on at Fastlane right now.
That was an amazing segment. And Orton doing the pose while the compound burned. And look at Bray. He's inconsolable right now. Okay, I gotta get chat's reactions because this had to be fucking nuts.
Bray Wyatt's world just came tumbling down around him.
So does Bray become more vulnerable than ever or scarier than ever or both?
Dude! Dude, that was dude. I'm so glad you guys got us to our $80 goal on Patreon because now we have to live react next week. And I'm so glad. Like, yes, this is amazing.
I have never been more invested in the character of Bray Wyatt. I've never been more invested in Randy Orton. I can't wait for Talking Smack tonight to see AJ eat crow because of this fucking insanity.
Dude, the fallout on Talking Smack is going to be so interesting. This is one of those moments where I'm really angry 205 Live is a thing because I really wish we could just get right into Talking Smack right now.
Dude, and I gotta be honest, if that's really how they do it, how can you not feel bad for AJ either? I love that they're making the heels genuinely sympathetic, because, like, I sympathized with Bray in that, and how can you not sympathize with AJ in that? Like, oh, because Orton changed his mind, yeah, AJ, all that work that you put in, yeah, you're not getting it. Like,
oh my God, dude. Oh, Kid Coheed with the next level references. Randy Orton just literally made Bray Wyatt burn in his light.
Oh, what? Oh.
Oh, that was so good. That was so good, you guys.
Yeah, the crazy thing is, though, because I'm reading chat reactions, and a lot of people seem like blown away, but a lot of people are like trying to like grapple with like what the hell is happening, like I was. And I think what makes this more meaningful, because people did rightfully point out, I believe, let me see. Somebody said in chat, like, oh, the chair's been burned before. Yeah, it was Dragon Man X90, and that's true. I think what made this more symbolic, though, was it was a part of the compound. Like, the compound as a whole is just gone now. Like, what the fuck?
You know what? I don't want to jump to that conclusion. I know I said it was the compound a few times, but I think they were almost trying to make that more intimate. Like, that wasn't the compound. Like, that was Bray Wyatt's place of worship of Abigail.
Okay. Deluxe, man, I fucking love SmackDown. So, Raw tried to have a cool ending segment before Fastlane with Braun Strowman looking dominant, but they still gave Roman Reigns priority. SmackDown was not scared of making Bray Wyatt, who calls himself a deity, look more vulnerable and more human than he ever has, just to give Randy Orton that edge for week 1. I love it. Because Bray will come back. See, that's what interests me. I think Bray's going to be roaring back next week. I think he's going to be livid. I think he's going to be terrifying. At least I hope. And that's what makes me cool with this. This was amazing.
Oh, my God. This is so good.
That was amazing.
Oh, wow.
I think
the acting. I mean, granted, I want to say the acting from both parties was really good. Orton was so strong with his acting and just being serious and setting the tone, and the atmosphere was on point. But Bray's acting was amazing.
It was, dude, he cried. And, like, dude, can I just say, I don't care if you're an Orton hater or you're an Orton fan. I don't really know what the percentage is in chat, but I think it's so fucking cool that he's gotten something he can sink his teeth into. Like, this has got to be the most creative storyline he's been a part of in years. Like, oh, I get to work with the Wyatt family, and then he hears he gets to do this, and he's like, yes, I'm there. And you could tell, because, like, he put his back into that, just, like, letting Bray feel the gravity of his mistake. And that's the crazy thing. Like, Bray saw the power that a Viper like Randy Orton could offer the family, and he jumped on it the first opportunity. Should have listened to Luke Harper. And that's another interesting thing. You know, that was a place of worship for the old Wyatt family, at least, because I won't call it like the home or whatever, or the compound. A place of worship seems like a good terminology. How are they going to react? How's Eric Rowan going to react if he comes back in time, or Luke Harper? Are they going to factor into this at all? You know, is this going to be a Wyatt family affair that binds them together? I don't know, because, I mean, Luke seems to be pure babyface now. Eric Rowan's kind of a question mark, but Bray Wyatt may just be like, well, screw that. I just want to do this on my own. Like, so many different motivations and personalities here. I am enthralled. This was so good.
That whole, I mean, the whole show was great, obviously, but that final segment was so worth not being the main event.
Yeah, Dragon Man X90 said it best. How the hell does 205 Live follow that? I can't wait for next Tuesday already.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, 205 Live is the worst possible thing to happen to SmackDown because it happens after SmackDown, but it pushed SmackDown Talking Smack back an hour. So, like, all the momentum SmackDown just built up is getting killed right now by anybody in the arena who is watching 205 Live, which I'm sure is entertaining in its own right, but it's a completely different atmosphere, a different kind of momentum that you can't maintain with a tonal shift like 205 Live.
And I love the reactions of chat and kind of the reactions I've been having because I've been saying, like, and I know you've been agreeing because you see Bray that vulnerable and you're like, how is he the heel? Even if he wasn't necessarily that vulnerable, people in chat have been making the point, like, that is Sister Abigail, somebody that's always, from day one, been so dear to Bray, and her final resting place was just desecrated. Like, that is serious shit.
Like,
that
guys, like, imagine if you, like, if somebody, like, burned one of your family members' graves. Like, that's horrible.
Yeah, goddamn, man. Goddamn. Like, SmackDown really is.
I feel like the build-up to WrestleMania involving the world title scene on SmackDown is just going to be Bray and Orton trying to out-heel each other at each other and letting the crowd cheer for who they want to cheer for.
That's really what it seems like, because you had Randy, the supposed babyface, cross that line, and I'm sorry,
right. like Randy Orton literally just desecrated the grave of Bray Wyatt's dead sister.
Yeah.
And, like, obviously Bray's going to fire back with something possibly even more heelish next week. But then Orton's going to one-up it. Like, they're just going to be complete and total sociopaths for the next month trying to one-up each other on the scumbag level, which makes sense that we love it so much because hashtag Scum Squad.
Hashtag fucking Scum Squad. And you know what, too? I got to say this in the match's defense. If it turns out, which I don't see why it wouldn't, given that Luke really lost his only window tonight, and it wouldn't have mattered because Randy Orton just, stepped back in, making it the long con. But I know, like, I was kind of getting feelers from, like, different parts of the internet where people were feeling kind of meh from an in-ring standpoint about Bray versus Orton. First of all, I definitely think it'll be good enough for Mania in-ring-wise. And second of all, the more important part, the narrative, they've already got Goldberg and Lesnar beat in spades to me with that one segment. I am so much more invested in this than I have been in Goldberg-Lesnar, because really for me, I just want Goldberg to go away. And as far as Lesnar holding the title, that really is more of an indifferent point to me. But this, I am so behind this. And really, if anything, as far as week one goes, I'm in Bray's corner. I hope he beats Orton at Mania and continues his run. I hope that this leads to a character evolution of Bray Wyatt, seeing Sister Abigail get desecrated. But I don't know. How Bray responds to this next week is going to be fascinating to watch. And we get to live react to it because you guys are the best fucking fan base on the web.
So, assuming Bray versus Orton gets a singles match and it's just the two of them and AJ does get removed for the sake of him having his match with Shane, and since Harper didn't earn a title match, he doesn't get put into it either, Hell in a Cell?
I mean, maybe. It'd be one of the few Hell in a Cell matches that actually makes sense.
That's what I'm saying. And I don't think Hell in a Cell is a SmackDown pay-per-view either, is it?
No, it's a Raw pay-per-view.
So, like, give SmackDown an opportunity to actually build to a Hell in a Cell match where they can actually have one, even though they don't have the pay-per-view for it. Like, yes, make it happen.
Absolutely.
Or like, even if you want to take it to the next level, make it 3 stages of hell with the third stage being Hell in a Cell.
Yeah. I could get behind that too. I feel
like
they
might even be building the 3 stages of hell, because didn't Bray Wyatt say that he was from like the molten lava core and like almost alluding to like he's from hell?
Yeah, I feel like he was kind of trying to make that point. Ace Skylord saying buried alive. I mean, hell, with the fire involved, maybe even one stage would be a freaking Inferno match. I don't freaking know.
Buried alive, the buried alive stipulation needs to be buried alive with The Undertaker retiring.
Right. Yeah, Paul William Gregory, I had kind of a similar thought. I mean, fire was a big part of the segment. Inferno match. I mean, but again, I would prefer that more as a 3 stages.
I'm telling you, 3 stages of hell. One of the stages can be an Inferno match. One of the stages can be a Hell in a Cell match. I don't know what the third stage would be. Or obviously it would be the first stage because it would be the least interesting of the 3. But there are your 3 or 2 of the 3 stages. This dude, 3 stages of hell is perfect for this. I want it.
I want it too. I hope that this, because see, here's my thing. Whether or not it's 3 stages of hell, just looking at the more general point, that segment was so personal. You can't not have a step to this now. You just can't do something like that and then be like, oh, Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt one-on-one at Mania. No, the guy burned the sacred ground of Sister Abigail. We want a step. Like, how can you just look that and look the other way and just be like, oh, it's going to be a standard one-on-one match? That's not sufficient now. One segment and already it's like not sufficient, which is a compliment. Like, up the stakes, up the ante. You know, I'm really hoping they do it.
I think Ace the Skylord might be onto something. Falls Count Anywhere should be the last step. Falls Count Anywhere, like, you should never take a match with the scope of Falls Count Anywhere and then reduce its scope to being confined within anything. So I say we start with the Inferno match, then we do a Hell in a Cell match, since that's bigger than the Inferno match. Then you do the Falls Count Anywhere match, if it comes down to it.
See, and I was thinking, like, if we were going to do 3 stages of hell, like, I would do the Inferno match last, because that's a person getting set on fire. Like,
isn't? No, it isn't. That's just the ring being on fire outside the outside of the ring, so you can't get out.
Well, I mean, old school rules of Inferno matches were you had to be set on fire. I don't know. I feel like...
Okay, then let me take that back. Not Inferno, then Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire match.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Because Bray's already been in one of those, so we can do a Ring of Fire match, then a Hell in a Cell, then Falls Count Anywhere.
Yeah, Hell in a Cell, though, being the second fall. See, I feel like that should be the third fall. Because that's such a big match, though. Like,
but you don't want to take... You can't have... Here's the thing. Falls Count Anywhere can't precede a match that has some kind of a containment structure in it. Because that's just psychologically, that doesn't work at all.
See, and I don't know, like, I don't even know where Falls Count Anywhere came from, because if we were going to do, like, a stip of, like, that nature, why not just Last Man Standing or something? Because you've already been through 2 grueling matches. How much more does either guy have to give? And then you could do Last Man Standing. Like, that would be something I'd like.
I guess. I think you were onto something, though, when you just kind of said, like, I don't know where the Falls Count Anywhere thing came from. I'm personally a big mark for Falls Count Anywhere, but from a narrative standpoint, that doesn't really match what the story is going for.
Don't get me wrong. I love Falls Count Anywhere. It's just,
let's kind of throw the... I love Falls Count Anywhere matches, but let's scrap that. Let's say... I mean, obviously, the final stage being Hell in a Cell is kind of ideal to me, in my personal opinion. So you know what? Let's do this. This is... Oh, no, you can't do that. Never mind. I don't know, man. Maybe we do, like... Maybe a lumberjack match. Yeah, a lumberjack match, then a Ring of Fire match, then a Hell in a Cell.
Maybe. See, I almost wish the WWE like could loosen up a bit for this match, because I'd love the first fall maybe to be something like First Blood and then Hell in a Cell and then like Last Man Standing, or you could just flip the last two, Last Man Standing and then Hell in a Cell culminates. Like, this should be a brutal match.
I think you can't have a Hell in a Cell and a Last Man Standing within the confines of the same, kind of match.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. See, because then, like, I'm trying to think of other unique match types, but they don't really fit the narrative, like a stretcher match or an ambulance match, but that doesn't really make any sense. But,
I don't know. I mean, maybe just like a standard hardcore match to start, and then you get into like your Ring of Fire and then the Hell in a Cell. Because to me, Ring of Fire and Hell in a Cell, like Ring of Fire should be either 1 or 2, and Hell in a Cell needs to be 3.
I'd say Paul Liam Gregory makes a point that I've kind of been chewing on, because he thought of the Stone Cold Triple H matchup, and I did too. See, what they did was the first fall was just a one-on-one match, then you got a street fight, then you got a steel cage. Maybe we could just escalate the violence. Like, first fall's a standard match.
They seriously did street fight then steel cage? That's so lame. I don't even remember that.
Yeah, street fight was the second fall, and then steel cage was the third and final fall.
Like, oh, hey guys, fight around the ring, fight. It's called street fight, so go out to the street, fight out there, and then once somebody wins that match, then come in here and we're going to cage you up and put you inside a containment chamber.
Yeah, and to be fair, though, I mean, Austin and Triple H, they did keep it, like, all within the perimeter of the ring, so that's why it was able to work. But... I mean, yeah, I could see that. Even if you wanted to do the first fall be a one-on-one match, so you could just get a standard match out and then escalate the violence. Like, I'd be down with that.
I don't even know. I love that we're both so like turned up right now. But at the end of the day, I feel like this story isn't over. I feel like there's going to be more narrative stuff that might even drop more clues as to what kind of match it'll be. And honestly, like, I love 3 Stages of Hell, and I think they might have dropped a little hint about that might be the thing tonight. But if it just ends up being a straight-up Hell in a Cell match, I'll be ecstatic. Because when was the last time we had a Hell in a Cell match that happened because of a story and because it was called for, rather than just because it was the pay-per-view name?
Exactly. And already this narrative has more teeth than, hey, Charlotte, let's make history again.
3!
God, I hated that so much. But yeah, guys, I mean, you can already tell with this spirited discussion, we are so happy that we're going to be able to live react to SmackDown through all of March. Thank you to everybody that made it happen. Again, big thanks to Jarvis Carter with that big up in donation. This is going to be one hell of a road to WrestleMania. I'm fucking stoked.
Whew, guys. I mean, this episode of SmackDown was so good, we needed an extra 15 minutes just to process the main event segment. So there you go. I guess we can close this out right now. John, what do you think? You want to talk about anything else before we close out? Because there will be no Twitwow tonight, but I mean, if you want to know our thoughts on the show, just listen to live reactions we just did.
Yeah, I mean, I thought this was a good show. I mean, yeah, there were some segments that I was like, oh, well, that was interesting. But I mean, just for that one final segment alone, blew everything Raw did out of the water last night. Because, and you know what I love about that? I love that, like, okay, we've said all this about the Bray character, and they realize when you say something about a character, you kind of create narrative rules and possibilities, and they tapped into those possibilities tonight. That's what I respect. And yeah, I thought this was amazing. I'm so stoked for Talking Smack. I can't wait for AJ's like next anti-authority rant, because they're going to be like, well, Randy wanted his rematch, so go fuck yourself. And then AJ's going to be like, oh, well, you know what? You're going to be hearing from me about this. And we start that. Like, that might even give that angle some teeth. See, it's all about the narrative, guys. And right now, narratively speaking, SmackDown really knows that it's the road to WrestleMania more than Raw does, for my money. Great show again.
You know,
Excellent
it's funny
stuff.
because I feel like over the last year or so, TNA has been taking all the wrong things away from how to do wrestling right from Lucha Underground. And now over the last few months, I think SmackDown is taking all the right hints and learning all the right lessons from Lucha Underground.
Right. It's really been amazing, dude. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm glad you made that Lucha Underground parallel, because while Lucha Underground's king and I miss them sorely, SmackDown picked an amazing time to really step its game up and be good, because ever since the draft, you know, the writing has just been on point, and I couldn't think of a better placeholder, and we get 2 title matches on NXT tomorrow. I mean, if that doesn't get the bad taste of Raw out of your mouth, I don't know what will, especially given that we do have Fastlane this Sunday. But the only other thing I would want to say is what was I going to say? Q&A. Just that's the only thing I'd want to plug before we get out of here. Q&A is March 31st. Cap is 4 questions, so guys, be sure to get your questions in. You guys already know the mediums to submit questions, because they're all in the description box. And again, even when this video processes and you can leave comments, feel free to leave questions there. But yeah, just want to give a quick plug to Q&A. But brother, floor's yours. I've got nothing left to say.
Yeah, guys, this was a great show. SmackDown, amazing. And hey, at the rate we're going right now, SmackDown Live being live reacted to for the next 4 weeks, and then the following week, because it's the post WrestleMania SmackDown, if we get consistent, like if we get a consistent, I mean, it's going to be 6 total SmackDown live reactions in a row by the time we end this streak. And I'll say this, if more than like 4 of those shows are worth live reacting to and are as good as tonight's show were, maybe we'll just have to add SmackDown live reactions to our regular kind of rotation.
I would not be opposed to that at all. This show has been so good, and you end with that? Oh my God. Yeah, Mick Foley really can suck it. Daniel Bryan was right on Talking Smack. This is amazing.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, enjoyed these SmackDown live reactions, because you're in for a whole bunch more. 5 in a row to be precise, thanks to some generous Patreon donations, and we want to appreciate our donators for that. If I remember correctly, I want to try and make sure that I get all these names correct. We had Cliff Amal, P.W. Gregory, John Madigan, Alex Foster, and of course, our boy, Jarvis Carter. Thank you very much to all 5 of you. We're going to close this thing out now, and we will see you all for our NXT review tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Stay tuned.